Hi friends, today let's solve questions related to EMCG or Electronics Measurement and Instrumentation in 2017 AP question paper. So there is the questions related to networks related to resonance are also dealt in the other videos. So zero marking in a series type ohm meter is on the left hand side or which side? So remember the scale of a series type ohm meter will be something like you have infinity in this side and 0 in the other side, and you have a 100 degrees scale in which the resistance will be increasing from this. So you will be having 1k here. So remember the 0 marking is on the right hand side. So this is your RHS and this is your LHS. So you have 0 marking in the right hand side and infinity marking is on the left hand side. Next, what is the principle of Q meter? I think I have even discussed this even in circuit theory problems. Remember, the circuit of a Q meter will be having a shunt resistance and a coil and a capacitor in the circuit. So this is the connection from an oscillator, whereas the coil has terminals T1 and T2, and you will be having a tuning capacitor and an electronic voltmeter. So if you observe, you have an R, L, C and all of them are connected in series. Therefore, Q meter will be working on the principle of series resonance. This is a standard question which is being asked many number of times. A sampling cathode ray oscilloscope is used for, this is basically used for very high frequency operations, and they are used in repetitive signals which have high frequency and the sampling rate of the scope. So they achieve their signal performance by collecting samples from various successive waveforms and then assembling is done. So as per this, the answer is very high frequency. Next, time based generators are also called. So see the options. So if you understand, in any electronic circuit which generates an output voltage or current waveform, a portion of it will be varying with respect to linearly with respect to time. So the horizontal velocity of a time based generator must be constant. So hence the voltage is also called sweep voltage, and this is also called as time based generator. So the answer is sweep circuit. Next, what is the sensitivity of voltmeter? Voltmeter sensitivity is expressed by ohms per volt. This is the unit, so ohms per volt. So if you see the options given, this is the first option. So voltmeter resistance does not change the position of the voltmeter. Remember this. Next, what is the range of an oscillator? Audio frequency oscillator. Remember, I have to show you a particular table for you to understand. So this PDF is created and it is available in the link given in the description. So see this. So it is an oscillator, audio frequency oscillator. It produces periodic signal. Audio frequency range is this particular range. Student, try to remember this range. This is audio range 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz. Above 30 kilohertz it is called radio frequency. So 15 Hz to 100 kilohertz is a range which is called very low frequency. Low frequencies are basically 100 to 500 kilohertz. So try to remember this. Video is in between DC to 5 Hz. Anything greater than 3000 megahertz or 1 gigahertz, it is microwave. So this subclassification is also very very important. Try to remember these values. Every year there is a question on the range. Next, with this we complete all the problems related to 2017 question paper. So let's solve 2018 question paper also now. So let's continue 2018 question paper, in which AP ESET question paper, in which we will be solving the questions related to EMI, electronic measurement instrumentation, or C16 you call it EMCG. So which of the following instruments indicate So this is the question from AP ESET 2018 question paper. The Q meter works on the principle of, as in the last year question paper also we have discussed a similar concept. So if you remember, this is a circuit of a Q meter in which you have resistances, terminals T1 and T2, and also the capacitor will be having a tuning capacitor in parallel. Here the elements resistor, inductor, capacitor are connected in series, therefore Q meter will be working on the principle of series resonance. Now a VTVM will be having, so basically the voltmeter which uses vacuum tube for amplifying and measuring the AC and DC voltages is known as vacuum tube voltmeter. Remember this. So VTVM will be differing from the VOM, okay, by this. Now observe, VTVM, it uses vacuum tube, therefore it will be having high input impedance because low voltages are involved in the gear. So the answer for this is this. So I want to show you how exactly this will be looking. So the PDF is available in the link provided in this YouTube video. So see this is how your VTM vacuum tube voltmeter will look. So the basic feature of it will be having high input impedance, and it makes easy to check the low level transistor voltages. Okay. So next question, multimeters generally do not have the facility for measurement of, so generally we measure resistance, current and voltage, but however frequency we don't measure using multimeter, and you cannot even measure charge because multimeter functionalities include, it works as an ammeter and it acts as a voltmeter and it acts as an ohm meter, and it is a handheld device with positive and negative indicator with numerical LCD. So this is very often used in your lab. That is a practical question. Next, which bridge is used for precise measurement of inductance? A very important question. So Anderson bridge is used to measure unknown inductance in terms of capacitance and resistances. So Anderson's method is capable of measurements of inductance over wide range of frequencies from microhenries to several henries. So on Anderson bridge, so I want to show you this, how exactly is this bridge looking. So see this bridge. So in one side you will be having an inductor and resistor in series, and the other three bridge elements are resistors, and you have an inductor and capacitor along with the deflection in this. This is an Anderson bridge, and this is used to find out the inductance in terms of known capacitance and resistance. Okay. Next, sawtooth voltage in CRO is produced using, if you observe this is used by using a sweep generator. The purpose of a sweep generator is to develop a voltage at the horizontal deflection plate. Remember, horizontal deflection plate that increases linearly with respect to time. So this linearly increasing voltage is called a ramp voltage or sawtooth waveform, and this causes the beam to be deflected equal to the distance of horizontal thing. So simply remember, sawtooth waveform is generated by sweep generator, and also remember the horizontal deflection plates, they increase linearly with respect to time, and it is also called ramp waveform or sawtooth waveform. So with this, the questions related to ESET in 2018 are completed. So let's solve 2019 question papers in the next video.